Welcome back and thank you for watching this video. My name is Olaf from Linden, top expert in procurement and supply chain with the biochemistry background, working in my own company, Allotrope GmbH, delivering total cost reductions, efficiency solutions and change. Really exciting times posting the first video after the launch of the trailer. Almost 3,000 views for the trailer only and many positive and supporting reactions from all over the world. Thank you for your trust and support. Also a big thank you to my valuable business network, reposting, sharing, liking the trailers, videos and updates. General feedback, all excited. Also a few quite curious and all looking forward to the next video. These videos will be 5 minutes max, approximately. And with that it's easy for you to connect and watch these videos. Purpose for you, able to learn, get new insights in an easy and relaxing way, providing something for you to think about, creating the aha effect, and you will be looking forward to the next video, creating some energy and a smile. These main areas, total cost reductions, efficiency solutions and change are all linked to each other. They will come back in many ways answering your questions in the next series of videos. But to understand how these are interacting or linked, it's important to understand a bit more about your organization, or of course the other organization, because your organization is maybe already perfect or world-class. This looks maybe a bit confusing, but don't worry, step by step you'll understand more these dynamics and connections and maybe even find answers why many initiatives, projects, etc. are not moving forward or even blocked. Let's start answering your questions. Enjoy, learn and start to think. Fear of hierarchy, part 1. Quite excited. The first video in this series answering your questions. The first part is fear of hierarchy. So let's have a look at an organization. Of course it's the other organization because your organization was really perfect, but maybe you should check a bit if this maybe applies also to your organization. So let's start with the famous triangle. And this organization can be one location or it can also be more locations, belong to an organization on a regional, global level. But let's keep it simple to only this triangle. In this organization, of course, you always have different layers. And as you may know, in the top of the organization there is the CEO sitting as a part of the board of management. Don't confuse it with bill of material, that's supply chain, also a very important topic, belongs in other videos. Further look at the organization itself. In that organization you always have different departments, business units, areas. And we look at this model already, you see a kind of complexity matrix popping up. And this is of course normal, but it shows again where it's going to. A very good organization, as always, is supported by different tools, different processes, and this all creating, of course, data and reports. This is already very important, because if your organization is well organized and you look at the digitalization in your organization and how this is compared to your peers and well developed, with these tools, processes and of course accurate and data which you can trust, then you get very important reports, and with that, with all good connection between the tool, processes, data and reports, you are able to manage your organization quite well. That's of course very important. Let's go back to the hierarchy. In the top it's of course the CEO. The first line of reports to the CEO is called level 1. The CEO at the top is the 0, and then you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Depending how well your organization is organized and how modern it is, the layers are 6, 7 or 8, depending on the complexity of your organization. When you talk about the hierarchy, but also linked to the topic which is explained a little bit more in part 2, is the fear of hierarchy. How is this managed in general? Is this really a top-down communication? Any kind of military way? It's really you need to communicate, you need to do what is explained and that's it. Or what you can see in more modern organizations is also a possibility to have a dialogue between the different layers. And of course you always need to have a kind of leadership, there's no discussion. But there's a huge difference if it's really only top down, and this is also applicable in many countries, also in Europe and some companies also, or the modern industry is doing this in a kind of dialogue model. If you want to visualize this in the triangle, you can do it like this. Is it done like this? One layer down or even one layer up. Or, quite interesting, in the modern organization, as just also explained at this side, is it possible to have communication also going up, but also quite interesting here, is it possible to have the communication between more than one layer, down and up. And this is also already very important. And in modern organizations where this is possible, you can see that those organizations are developing quite well and fast. To even make it a little bit more complex, you have different positions and areas in an organization, and the question is now more or less also how able are those people able to connect to each other, discuss and share information with each other, although they are in different segments of the organizations and different layers. And this is also quite interesting, and this is also coming to another part, is the question, how well is this supported and communicating with each other with the support of the tools, processes and the reports and data available, because that doesn't stop in just one department or one area, because it's going to through the whole organization. Looking at the time, this should be stopped here, otherwise the videos will be much too long. But in the second part of this video, fear of hierarchy, I will try to explain a bit more how this connects to the fear of hierarchy and how this impacts more or less the value in your organization. And this is a very, very interesting topic. So, thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned, stay connected, and be ready to watch the second part video. Thank you very much. Follow me on YouTube, subscribe and stay tuned. Also, follow Allotrope GmbH on LinkedIn and connect with me on LinkedIn personally. Send in your questions. Looking forward hearing from you.